Hello YouTube! Today we are doing another custom showcase! Today we will be doing a custom showcase of 7 different engines! Yes! 7 engines! And these 7 engines are customs I did in the course of a few months. And we're gonna take a look at these custom engines and see what they're about. Further ado, we're gonna bring out these engines and take a look at them. And we're gonna take a look at them one at a time. Right here, we have all of my Plarail GWR Halls that I made from the Plarail Hogwarts Castle. Yes, I made 7 of them. And we're going to take a look at all 7 of them, one at a time. Further ado, we're going to take a look at all of them and see what they're all about. Further ado, we're going to take a look at all of them. And we're going to take a look at the first of the 7. We're going to take a look at the one on the very left. Right here, we have Dumbleton Hall, number 4920. We're going to take a look at Dumbleton first. Of course, Dumbleton has her face, as you can see right here. She, of course, has her number on her buffer beam. I did not paint the lamp irons, but I did sand down the front smoke box. She's painted GWR green with Great Western on the tender. She does not have a painted buffer beam, however. And here's the back of her cab. I am going to redo the back of the cab more accurately, hopefully in the near future at the time of this video is recorded. Here's her whistle. You can see right over here her nameplate. Zoom in very closely. Supposed to say Dumbleton Hall. And on the footplate, I painted orange right down here. And the piston rod stripes. I painted the battery cover, just like with all the other ones you will see later on in the video. And I kept black coupling. And that is Dumbleton Hall. We're going to take a look at the next GWR Hall. And we're going to see what she's about. Next, we have Hagley Hall. Hagley, of course, is the second one I made. First was Dumbleton, that you've seen previously. She's painted in the same green. Of course, I'm going to take a look at Hagley. I used some Fix-A-Stick to do the railing right over here. It's supposed to go above her face. Like with Dumbleton, she has her number on the tender, not on the tender, on the buffer beam, front buffer beam, as you can see, right over here, 4930. You can see it says 4930 right over here. I painted the headlamps red, as you can see. She is also in GWR green. Her number right over here. Just like with Dumbleton. Right here is supposed to be her name plate right over here. Here's a closer look at her number, 4930. I did the same on the side of the footplate as Dumbleton. Tender has a different GWR logo. I painted the buffer beam this time around for her. You can see, painted the battery cover. The cab is not accurate, as as in 2 of my hauls later on, I did an accurate cab. I'm going to be updating the rest of them to have this accurate interior cab. But I think she's pretty good, to be honest. Got a little bit of orange on the smoke box. Why won't the camera zoom closer? There it is. I don't know why the camera won't zoom closer, but I think she's pretty good. As you can see, I had to do some sanding on the smoke box in order to put the face on. I think she's a pretty good model. Very good runner indeed. Just like with Dumbleton. And of course, that is Hagley Hall. We're going to take a look at the next GWR Hall and see what he's about. Right here we have Pitchford Hall in BR Black. Yes, he is black. In my Thomas headcanon, he's black. And Pitchford, of course, he does not have the number on the buffer beam, as you can see. I sanded down the front of the smoke box just like with everyone else. Pitchford has his number, 4953. On the cab. Got a little bit of yellow. It's okay. There, but this is supposed to be his nameplate. I painted the inside red instead of black. The footplate right here is all black. Stripes are, piston stripes are red. Here's the cab details. Well, they're not accurate. I'm hoping to update them pretty soon of when this is recorded. Depends on how much time I have. But what's really cool, he has the British Railways crest. Yes, he has the crest. Very good runner indeed. He has the British Railways lining, you can see. White, red, the inside is supposed to be black. I painted the rear buffer beam on Pitchford as well. You can see, over here. Nice close look at it. A little bit of black on the buffer beam, but other than that. Battery cover's black. I always paint the battery cover. I think Pitchford, pretty good one. I also painted part of the funnel as well. Top of the funnel is black. Of course, I painted the lamps white. As you can see, over here. Both lamps are white. The middle is supposed to be silver to represent the light, of course. And that is Pitchford Hall. We are going to take a look at the next GWR Hall and see what he's about. Right here we have Wooten Hall, number 4979. And he was the next hall I did after Pitchford. He was the 4th one I did. And back to the GWR green, just like with my first 2. And he also has the number on the buffer beam, as you can see right over here. I sanded down the front, as usual. I'll have a little bit of green on the smoke box, but that's alright. Here's his nameplate. Over here. His number, 4979. Got a little bit of red here. I might paint that over. Hopefully. He's got the same GW as Dumbleton Hall that I showed first. I painted the rear buffer beam like most of them. On the other side, same thing. Like with my first two. I painted the footplate black with the orange piston stripes, you can see. One thing about this fella, he's a good fella, of course. Painted the lamps white, you can see right over here. Painted the buffers black, just like the other ones. And of course, that is Wooten Hall. We will be taking a look at the next GWR Hall. And he is a number 5XXX. We're going to take a look at this next hall and see what he's about. Right over here, we have Henderton Hall, number 5900. And we're going to take a look at Henderton and see what he's about. And Henderton was the 5th hall that I did out of the Hogwarts Castle. And Henderton, of course, we're going to take a look at him. Like with the others, I sanded down the smoke box for the face. He also has his number on the buffer beam, just like Woden that I showed last. And right here is his nameplate. Here's his number. And on the tender it says Great Western. On the back he has a painted buffer beam. Back of the cab is still not accurate. Oh well. I will basically redo it. Yeah, I'm definitely redoing the back of the cab. Of course he is. Good fella, yeah. And I did not paint the lamps on him like with Dumbledon, number 4920. I also did the whistle, just like with the other ones. It's supposed to represent the whistle right over here, because, of course, Plarail did not do the whistle on the Hogwarts Castle, so I decided to do the whistle myself on him. And, of course, he's not that bad of a model. Of course, what I did, he's got a little bit of red from sitting right here on the plate right here, pointing out. I also did the same black and orange on the foot plate, as well as the piston stripes. And of course, he runs too, so he's a pretty good fella. So we're going to take a look at my second to last GWR Hall. Oh, and I forgot to point out, I did get a little bit of green on the coal. Here. Oops. And now, we're going to take a look at the next GWR Hall, my second to last GWR Hall, and see what he's about. Without further ado, we're going to take a look at this GWR Hall and see what he is actually about. Right here, we have my rendition of Alton Hall, number 5972. And yes, Alton Hall was the GWR Hall used in the Harry Potter movies. But however, in my headcanon, I prefer him to be British Railways green. Yeah, I like a green Alton Hall, not a crimson Alton Hall. Well, to be more precise, we're going to take a look at Alton, my headcanon, my Thomas and Friends headcanon, my Thomas and Friends headcanon version of Alton. We're going to take a look at it and see what it's about. Okay, so I sanded down the front, just like with the other ones. He does not have the number on the buffer beam, but I did paint the lamps. What's really cool, I painted the side of the footplate green. This is meant to represent British Railways Brunswick green, which is pretty cool. And I painted the piston rod stripes orange. We're gonna zoom in here. Right here you can see this is supposed to say Alton Hall 5972. His number. It's a little crooked, but it is what it is. I did the stripes. And right here, this is supposed to be the British Railways crest, lake crest. I painted the buffer beam, as you can see. Here's the other side. Well, however, this time I did an accurate cab interior by using a photo of an H2 scale model of a GWR Hall, basically. So I used that as a reference. I'm gonna do the same thing with my other halls to update the cab interior and hopefully make it more accurate, because I want the halls to have a realistic cab interior of what it really looks like on the inside of a GWR Halls cab. And I think I want it to represent an actual hall. And we're going to take a look more at Alton. Like with Pitchford, I painted the top of the funnel black. You can see right over here. Pretty cool. I think he's a pretty cool guy. And that is Alton in his British Railways green livery. And we're going to take a look at Alton in his Hogwarts livery. And then we're going to end this custom showcase after we take a look at him in his Hogwarts livery. Let's get to that version of Alton Hall. Right over here, we have Alton Hall in his Hogwarts Castle livery. Yes, his Hogwarts livery. And I do want him in two styles. I am planning on something pretty special for him at some point. And this is it. Well, this is not it, but we'll see. And Alton, what I didn't paint him, but I did paint his nameplate right over here, you can see. The official 5972. I did paint windows just like on the other holes. I painted the cab interior, made it accurate. The sticker is official, of course. Back. Not much to say on him, but I did sand down the front in favor of face. I think he's a pretty good model. I did want to make him more like Alton, less Hogwarts Castle, but it is what it is. And one really cool thing, in my headcanon, Alton's supposed to have a little mole on his face. Pretty cool touch. And that is it. So we're going to end this custom showcase, and we're going to end it right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this custom showcase of the GWR Halls, the Hogwarts Castle style GWR Hall customs. Remember to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave a comment. Remember to subscribe. We'll see you all next time. See you in the next custom showcase, next video, next short. And of course, see you all next time. And of course, goodbye!